What is going on, guys? It's your boy Dylan the Villain, and we're coming back once again with some Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. It is Monday of Week 4, 1997. We are just days away from the Bad Blood pay-per-view. This is the go-home show for the Bad Blood pay-per-view, but like always, we're going to kick off the pre-show with an abysmal match. Like always, Edge and Christian defeat Test and Prince Albert. When Christian showing his technical skills in submitting the big man test, Edge with a 41 because we're in Canada, Christian with a 39, Prince Albert with a 22, and Test with a 24. Edge and Christian showed excellent chemistry teaming together. Excellent. Match got a 37. Ooh, shit. We're in Canada. I just realized that. So some of the ratings may be wonky because we're in Canada. Oh well, I'll see how over some of my guys are in Canada. I know the Bret and Owen are super freaking over. But anyway, back to the show. Announcing a color commentary gave the match a boost. We're going to move on to the next segment, and once again, Mike Awesome defeats Big Daddy V in 306. He beat him. He took him a little bit longer with the Awesome Bomb. Match got a 42. Big Daddy V with a 41 and Mike Awesome with a 48. Mike Awesome gaining some freaking pop due to Shotgun Saturday Night. He's gaining some pop. Mike Awesome benefited from a hot new move, and we go on to the. Oh crap! This was not supposed to open the show, but shit. Oh, damn. Okay, we'll work around this. So Rey Mysterio has a match tonight, and I don't know if it's going to go to this or something else. Rey Mysterio has a match tonight, and he's getting interviewed by Michael Cole, and he's just like, this new guy that showed up, his name's Ultimo Dragon. This threw me off. This new guy showed up. His name's Ultimo Dragon. He's been beating all the light heavyweight competitors left and right. It seems that he is the number one contender for your light heavyweight championship at Bad Blood. Do you know Ultimo Dragon? Can you tell us anything about him? He's kind of a quiet type. He refuses interviews. Ray's like, yeah. Me and Ultimo go way back. He's wrestled in Mexico before. Just like with Eddie. I wrestled him in Mexico. I wrestled him in other companies. Ultimo is an amazing talent, and I'm kind of honored that he is the number one contender. I know that we're going to have a good match at Bad Blood, yada, yada, yada. Michael was like, well, good luck in your match tonight. Which this is the opening segment. This is the real opening segment. We see Bret Hart in the ring. Okay? And we see Bret Hart in the ring, and the crowd's just cheering. Yeah! Yeah, yeah, because we're in his hometown of Montreal, and he's just soaking it in, you know. He's smiling real big. He has the World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight title on his shoulder, you know. He has his shades and leather jacket on. He's just looking around. He's just like, he has the mic in his hand, and he goes, man, is it good to be back home. And then all the fans are like, yeah, oh my God, yeah, it's Bret Hart, yeah. And he goes, I'm glad to be back here in front of real fans, real true, diehard Canadian fans. And nothing's better than being a Canadian. And this Sunday, I'm going to do our country proud, and I'm going to do the unthinkable when I beat The Undertaker. I beat The Undertaker before. I don't care what kind of hocus pocus magic spells that The Undertaker and Sting have. I don't care if Kane interferes in the match, or if they have anybody else in the back in their little ministry that they want to send out and stuff like that, because tonight I have something that I want to say to Sting. I actually want to offer Sting a proposal here, a little challenge, if you will. You see, I know that I can't lose in front of these great Canadian fans here in Montreal, and I know that no shenanigans or anything whatsoever And no hocus pocus or magical spells can happen while I'm in Montreal, because in Montreal, I become a different man. These fans, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're Steve Austin, who gets cheered in America. It doesn't matter if you're The Undertaker, who gets cheered in America. It doesn't matter if you're, oh God, Shawn Michaels of all people, who get cheered in America. But when you step foot into Canada, everything changed. They call this Bizarro Land because where I normally get booed at, I get cheered here in this great country. And the fans are like, yeah, Bret. He's like, but like I was saying, I got a proposal for Sting tonight. I will gladly take on Kane and The Undertaker in a tag team matchup with my mystery tag team partner here tonight. So, Sting, wherever you're at, show yourself. And all of a sudden, lightning flashes and the lights go out and they come back on, and Sting, Kane, and The Undertaker are outside the ring by the entrance mat. And they're standing there. And Sting grabs the mic and he goes, now, why would you want to do something like that, Bret? Bret, you're a smart man. I know that you have some plan up your sleeve. I know that you have some scheme up your sleeve on what you have here. I'm sure these stupid idiot fans here in Canada can't give you the powers that I have unlocked within Kane and The Undertaker. The powers that you're so afraid of, the powers that you keep ducking and hiding. And Bret's like, hold on, I'm not ducking and hiding anymore. Now that I'm in my hometown of Canada, in Montreal, Canada, I'm going to prove to you that I'm not a coward, and I'm going to do things the Canadian way. And Sting goes, well, that's great. That's all fine and dandy. But if you want to get killed tonight instead of waiting until the pay-per-view for Undertaker puts you out on the sidelines like he's did so many other people, then yeah, we will accept your challenge tonight. And Bret like, all right then, it's a match. Me and my mystery, a partner, will go one-on-one with Undertaker and Kane. And let me tell you, there's no way that I'm going to lose tonight here in Canada. Sting goes, Sting kind of just cocks his head sideways and shrugs his shoulders like, yeah, we'll see. Then all of a sudden, lightning flashes and they're gone. And Bret Hart's kind of standing in the ring, like he doesn't seem scared at all now that he's here in Montreal, Canada. He knows there's something that we just don't know about Montreal, Canada, his hometown. I mean, like he has no fear. He knows that nothing's going to happen. I'm sure if Bret Hart loses in Canada, there's going to be a massive riot. There's just going to be a massive riot. And beating Bret Hart in Canada, you're probably just going to get booed out of the arena every time that you show back up in Canada ever again. I don't know. I don't know nothing about wrestling history, but anyway, that has nothing to do with the story that's being told. So tonight, Bret Hart and his mystery tag team partner is going to go take on the Brothers of Destruction in tonight's main event before the pay-per-view. Does Bret Hart have a death wish or something? We're going to find out. There's something that Bret has up his sleeve, like Sting said, that we just don't know, but we'll see here tonight. The segment got a 93. Hopefully, nothing else happens. And now, it is the Rey Mysterio. It is not the Rey Mysterio matchup. Maybe I forgot to move the angle around. Rikishi with a 37 and Godfather with a 39. So, yes, this some people's ratings are going to be a little bit below here in Canada. But the injury that Rikishi worked through took a big toll. Rikishi and the Godfather doesn't click. And the announcing quality and color gave the match a boost. The match still got a 41. But we're going to move on to the next segment. I wanted to see how bad the injury would affect Rikishi, and I think it affected him pretty good. So we might have to give Rikishi some time off. So we're going to move on to the next segment. And It's Jim Cornette. And as you can see, as you see right there, Jim Cornette is outside. It's like, I guess you can say like in his own personal office, you know. And he's sitting there at his desk, and RVD is like standing next to him, and he's just like, ladies and gentlemen, I would proudly like to introduce to you right now Mr. Monday Night Rob Van Dam. Now, I know that you've probably seen him Sunday night on your local TV station, wherever in Pennsylvania somewhere, or you may have tuned in to watch him compete on a pay-per-view. But let's just say that is the last time that his check's going to bounce. Did you even get paid? And Rob shook his head, no. You know, I was just like, no. He's like, well, that's just a damn shame. I know there's a lot of talk and there's a lot of rumors that I've done Dwayne Gill dirty by finding me a new client, but as Dwayne Gill knows, it's just business. And I found probably the best wrestler, all-around wrestler. He can fly. He can wrestle. He can do everything. And I found him, and he's agreed to come here and let me take him under my wing and guide him to the promised land, to the top of the World Wrestling Federation, just like I did to Dwayne Gill. Now, with the King of the Ring coming up, Rob has not proven himself to qualify for the King of the Ring. But maybe, just maybe, we can change a few people's minds up to King of the Ring. And maybe, just maybe, we can get Rob one of those Covenant title shots. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege that I get to work with somebody like Rob Van Dam and guide him to the top. Because one thing Rob sure does love is Mondays. And we'll see y'all soon. Oh yes, we'll see y'all real soon. Rob Van Dam debuted his show Stiller gimmick, because he's the whole fucking show. And his gimmick's great, so that's good. It didn't flop like 90% of everybody else's gimmick for some reason. Announcing color commentary gave the match a boost. Gave the segment a boost, and it got a 70. Good job there. We're going to move on to the next segment. And it is, finally, the Rey Mysterio matchup. And about that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Rey Mysterio defeats Grandmaster Sexay with the Springboard Hurricanrana. Rey Mysterio makes defense number 5 of the WWF Light Heavyweight title. Then it will go to the promo. So I have no clue what's after this, to be honest with you. Because it was supposed to be the promo. And Rey's basically like, yeah, I'm looking forward to fighting Ultimo Dragon. I've faced him before in the past in Mexico and other companies that I work for. I can't wait to defend my title against him. I know it's going to be a good matchup. Yada, yada, yada. Next segment. Yes. Okay. Now I know where we're at. 79. Yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be great being in Canada here. In a decent match, Goldust defeats Road Warrior Animal like Mark Mero did, with a Bulldog. I guess that's his finisher. I don't know why it's not the final cut, but okay. Segment got a 63. Goldust with a 76. And Road Warrior Animal with a 58. So, yes, we got to start doing a circle and going into Canada for a little while to get more pop-up in Canada. Hopefully the main event does not shit the bed. I'm really kind of afraid that the main event's going to shit the bed. But we move on to the next segment. And he did good talking, so good job that. So Goldust is in the ring. And he grabs the mic. And he takes, he's already has his wig off and everything. And then he starts rubbing the paint, his face paint off, And he goes, I know everybody found out. It seems like he picked up a Southern country accent, and quit talking in the way of Goldust. You know, it looks like he's getting serious. And he goes, now I know everybody here has found out about my relationship with my beautiful new girlfriend, Chyna. And I find it quite unprofessional what Mark Merrow had to say on Shotgun Saturday Night. So now our match was a street fight. In a street fight, anything goes. You can use weapons. We can fight everywhere. Fight out in the streets. Fight in the Cracker Barrel down the road. We can fight anywhere. But Mark, your comments that you made Saturday has gotten personal. Now I know I play a character who fantasizes about people of any sexual orientation, but as y'all soon found out, that is not me. I like women. I was married to Terry, but our differences got in the way, and I found somebody who could make me really happy. So no longer, from this day forward, no longer will I be Goldust. Oh no. I will formerly be known as Dustin Rose. So baby, come on out here. And all of a sudden, Chyna just walks out. You know, she walks out on stage, and Goldust grabs her by the hand, and they just start making out in the middle of the ring. You know, and the fans are just like, oh my god, him and Chyna are a thing. And he goes, that's right. No longer will I be Goldust. From this day forward, I'll be the rated X superstar, Dustin Rose. And he drops the mic, and him and Chyna just start making out, and it looks like they're about to have sex in the middle of the ring. And all of a sudden, like, the King and Jerry the King Lawler is like, well, we got to cut to commercial. And they cut to commercial. But when we come back from commercial, we have the tag team match, and a bout that had superb wrestling on as it's a crowd heat. Cactus Jack and Terry Funk did defeat the Hardy Boys when Cactus Jack pinned Jeff Hardy with a double arm DDT and in-ring work. He definitely carried it head and shoulders. Match got a 71. Was hoping that it would do better. Matt and Jeff with a 43 and a 47. Terry Funk with a 60 and Cactus Jack with a 87. So I don't think tonight's main event is going to be pretty good if Mick Foley only got an 87. But y'all don't know who old Bret Hart's mystery tag team partner. Man, this Cactus Jack did great. He did great. He had amazing form. It ends the segment. We go to the promo. It got an 89. He struggled going off script. That's very odd. But Raven appears on the Jumbotron, and he goes, Mick, you did it. You did it. You got exactly what you want. And I got exactly what I wanted to make. You see, at the pay-per-view, you get your match. You get your match. You get your little boiler room brawl. And not only will I humiliate you in your own match, but I will humiliate you in front of the thousands in the arena and the millions who order the pay-per-view and watch it, Mick. It's going to be my great pleasure to beating you into something. You always said do as you say and not as I do. But Mick, I'm going to do exactly what you do. So Mick, I'll see you at Bad Blood, because your blood will be spilt, and I will drink from it, from my cup, as I place the crown upon my head and quote the Raven, nevermore. So we got a 89. So that did good. We're going to move on to the next segment. I'm surprised it's got 100. I really am surprised that it's got 100. So, oh crap. I got to look at my script here and see what's going on, because I totally forgot what's going on. Okay. So, in this segment, Shane McMahon, he comes out to the ring. In the crowd, the crowd's booing him, and he has Sid with him, and he goes, you see, I I gave Big Show exactly what he wanted. I gave him exactly what he wanted. And then Steve Austin wants to come out here and put his nose, once again, put his nose in business that it doesn't belong in, and not only hit me with a stunner, but he hit my good friend Sid here with a stunner. So, there's only one way that I can honestly think that I can solve my problem between Big Show and Steve Austin, and that's to let them fight once again. Oh yeah, I bet y'all did not see that coming at all. Why? You might be asking, why let them fight again? Just so Sid can come out and attack? Well, no. You see, their match at Bad Blood will be a cage match, so nobody can interfere. Nobody can get involved. Nobody can interfere. Nobody can do anything. But you might be asking yourself, well, what's the catch here, Show and Austin? You might be asking yourself, well, what's the catch? What's the catch? The catch is whoever loses that match will be fired. That's right. Whoever loses that match will no longer have a job here at the World Wrestling Federation. They will no longer be an employee here at the World Wrestling Federation. Their memory will be completely wiped. Their existence will be gone from our databases. All matches will be erased from our archives of that person. It will be like if that person never ever existed here in the World Wrestling Federation. So, sleep good tonight, guys. I hope you sleep good tonight. I hope you kiss your wives, because come Sunday, one of y'all will definitely be in the unemployment line. And that's all I have to say about that. Good luck and see y'all Sunday. And he drops the mic and he leaves out of the ring. So, Big Show, Austin, cage match, Sunday. Must be a winner. And the loser will be fired on the spot. That is crazy. Man. We're going to move on to the next segment. Golly, what an announcement from Shane McMahon. Oh, crap. I butchered this whole episode here. Oh, my God. So, Owen Hart comes to the ring. You already see who won. Owen won. And this match shit the bed. Because I didn't associate it with a storyline. I'm pretty sure I didn't associate it with a storyline. But, Owen comes out to the ring, and Kurt Angle's theme hits, and he comes out, and he goes, "Now, Owen, here's your opponent. As y'all can see, it's Vader. He's basically like, good luck in your match. The guy's a mastiff, and it's the Mastodon Vader. Vader comes out. They have a very competitive match, but Owen picks up the win in a superb match, in a bout that had superb wrestling and great heat. Owen Hart defeated Vader by pinfall. Match got a 77. This was supposed to go before that. I messed that up. But as you can see, we're just going to say Kurt Angle is standing on the stage, and he's clapping his hands. He's clapping his hands, and Owen looks beat, and he's like, Vader took Owen to town, but somehow, some way, Vader ended up getting the pinfall victory over Vader. And Kurt grabs the mic and he goes, "Yeah, good job, Owen. You did it, man. I'm going to be a man of my word. And you have your 30-minute Iron Man match at the pay-per-view at Bad Blood. You have the match. You got the match. But I don't know if I'm going to be 100% at the show." And the fans start booing. And he's just like, I'm really glad that I'm not here. He's like, I'm really glad that our pay-per-view matchup is not in Canada in front of these stupid fans. I'd much rather have the advantage in the good old USA. Come on, everybody, USA, USA, and they all start booing the shit out of Kurt, and they start throwing stuff at the stage at Kurt. And he goes, security right there, that guy right there, he's throwing it, but stuff's just throwing, and Kurt just picks one random guy and calls him out. And Owen's hurt enough, and he runs up the ramp, and he chases Kurt. He chases Kurt away, and then Owen poses up on the ramp as the fans cheer for their hometown hero, Owen Hart. And then Kurt Angle runs up behind him and hits him in the back of the head, and he stands over Owen, and he celebrates as fans start throwing more crap at him. We move on to the next segment, which I believe is the main event. I'm pretty sure it's the main event. My notes are all messed up for this show. I am very disappointed in myself. I believe it is the main event. And it is. In a bout that had superb wrestling and great heat, Bret Hart and the returning Davey Boy Smith defeat the Brothers of Destruction when Kane intentionally got counted out while fighting. It was supposed to be Undertaker, but while fighting Bret Hart. Why did this match shit the bed? What? What the fuck? Really? 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 Lack of storyline association. So, this guy, and this guy are all associated in the storyline, and you're telling me? Anyway, that makes me mad. That really makes me mad. This show's not going to do good. I already know that the show is not going to do good. This is a horrible go-home show. I'm very disappointed because I figured it would advance the storyline because three of the... Anyway, Davey Boy Smith returned. Davey Boy Smith has returned to the World Wrestling Federation. He's been gone for some time dealing with some personal problems. And now he is back. He's here. He is ready. The fucking fans cheer. They are going apeshit that Davey Boy is back. In the match, ignore all this. Ignore all that. During the match, Undertaker and Bret finally get in the match. Every time Bret and Undertaker, it would be a Bret on Undertaker. Bret would tag in Davey, and Davey would hit Taker, and Taker kind of would, he would stumble back a little bit, like he can feel Davey Boy hitting him, and he stumbles back a little bit, but Undertaker basically doesn't go anywhere, doesn't do anything, doesn't go anywhere. And then Kane, Kane's the same way, but Kane's taking more damage from Davey Boy, and Davey Boy clotheslines Kane over the rope, and all of a sudden Sting appears. Sting just appears, like lightning flashes, and Sting, boom, Sting's right there, and then he points his bat at the Undertaker, and while Kane's outside, the Undertaker just gets out of the ring, and just stands next to him, and they just teleport away as Davey Boy and Bret Hart celebrate in the ring. And Sting basically was just like, enough of this shit. And they just intentionally get counted out. And that's the way the match ends. Bret Hart and Davey Boy celebrate in the ring for the Canadian fans. That finishes the show. The show got an 88. I think this is one of the worst shows. Well, I wouldn't say worst shows, but this is one of the lowest ratings that we had in a long time. That sucked. That was not associated with a storyline. That pisses me the fuck off. Really bad. But the show got an 88. I mean, I can't complain at all. We gained popularity in 5 Canadian regions. But due to the TV, not 1, now we have 5 that we went in Canada. So let's finish this show. Yeah, that sucked. The main event. I thought the main event. I knew it was going to not be it wasn't going to be as good show as usually because I'm trying to get more fans in Canada here. But let's check out Nitro like we always do. Let's see anything in the news worthwhile. Okay, no, nothing. Let's check out WCW like we always do. They got an 83. They came close. Scott Hall and Ric Flair defeat Ming and Greg Valentine. Diamond Page defeats the Barbarian. Stevie Richards defeats Hugh Morris. Right? Yeah, Bill DeMott. Okay. Stevie Richards. Randy Savage defeats this guy. That's a shame. That's a shame. Buff Bagwell defeats Alex Wright. Coming in the Freedom Force. Who is that? I guess it's Brad Armstrong and Johnny Grunge. Right? Freedom Force and Public Enemy. So Brad Armstrong and Public Enemy. So I guess it's some other guy. And Jim Duggan defeats this dude with a blurry picture. Alright then. And Glacier picks up a win. Hell yeah, Glacier. Alright. So they got a 83. Oh, we got decision. Please tell me nobody failed a drug test. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. But boy, that sucked. I thought the main event was gonna do a lot better. But anyway, leave a like and comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know your predictions for the pay-per-view. Pay-per-view is literally Sunday. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6 days away. Let me know. Let me know who you think is going to win the pay-per-view here. And we are going to hype the pay-per-view at Shotgun Saturday Night. And let you know all the matches that we have. We know that it's going to be Bret Hart versus The Undertaker for the World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Championship. Now that Davey Boy Smith is back in the World Wrestling Federation, will Davey Boy interfere and help Bret retain his championship matchup? Or does Bret have another trick up his sleeve? Like he said, he's not afraid of The Undertaker anymore. And, I mean, he never was, but he's not afraid of The Undertaker, and he knows Undertaker's weakness. So we're going to find out. If he does, if he retains the World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Championship. We also will see The Big Show versus Steve Austin in a steel cage to where nobody can interfere. And the loser is going to get fired from the World Wrestling Federation. That is terrible news. We are also going to see Owen Hart versus Kurt Angle in a 30-minute Iron Man match. We are going to see the newly Dustin Rose, the Rated X superstar, Dustin Rose, with China take on Mark Marrow and Sable. Wowee. We are going to also see Ultimo Dragon take on Rey Mysterio Jr. for the Light Heavyweight Championship. And that is all the matches that is announced so far. That is all the matches that is announced so far. I am Dylan the Villain, guys. Oh, one thing. Let's go to Raw. If you're new to the channel and want to subscribe, click where Monday Night Raw will be. That is the subscription. And if you like this episode and want to go back and watch previous episodes and catch up on everything and watch episodes to where they are in the United States and not Canada and get some good ratings, go back right here. The playlist will be right here. Leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Give me predictions for the pay-per-view. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. And like I always say, if you can't play with each other, then do what I do and play with yourself. Later, guys.